Herkese merhabalar. Webinarımıza hoş geldiniz. Ee, University of Dundee hakkında üniversite eğitimimizde bilgilendirme webinarı gerçekleştiriyor olacağız. Ben İmran Mehmet, British Education Büro'dan e, bugün sizlerle bir araya gelmekteyim, operasyon müdürü olarak. E, Çok kısa bekleyelim. Katılımcı olan öğrenci ve velilerimiz olmaya devam ediyor. Birkaç saniye içerisinde ben çok kısa web hakkında sunumumuzda e, webinarımızı başlatıyor olacağım. Daha sonrasında yetkilimiz üniversite hakkında bilgi paylaşacak sizlerle. Sunumun sonunda da sizden gelecek merak ettiğiniz tüm soruları e, yanıtlıyor olacağız yetkilimizle birlikte. O nedenle merak ettiğiniz soruları chat box üzerinden yazılı olarak ya da el kaldırma butonuyla sesli bir şekilde bizlerle paylaşabilirsiniz. E, Kameranızı açmak isterseniz de birebir görüşebilirsiniz üniversite yetkiliğinizle. Ben sunumumuza geçeyim. E, Bizler BEB olarak aslında University of Dundee'nin Türkiye'deki resmi temsilciliğini yapan kurum konumundayız ve temsil ettiğimiz üniversitelerin Türkiye'deki tanıtım faaliyetlerini ve bu şekildeki organizasyonlarını düzenleyen kuruluşuz. Ve 2002 yılında Oxford'da kurulduk. İngiliz Türk kuruculara sahip bir yapımız bulunmakta. 22 yıldır İstanbul, Ankara ve İzmir olmak üzere üç büyük şehrimizde öğrencilerimize danışmanlık süreçlerini öğrencilerimizle birlikte yürütmekteyiz. Uzmanlık alanımız tamamen Birleşik Krallık ve İrlanda'daki eğitim sistemi üzerine. Burada bulunan üniversitelerin başvuru süreçleri, giriş şartları, konaklama, vize gibi süreçlerinde öğrencilerimize danışmanlık hizmeti sağlamaktayız. Tüm danışmanlık kadromuz İngiltere ve İrlanda eğitim sistemine hakim bir konumda ve bu alanlarda sürekli olarak eğitimler almaya devam etmekteyiz. E, ve Birleşik Krallık ve İrlanda'yı birlikte düşündüğümüzde buradaki toplam 150 üniversiteden 90'ının Türkiye'deki resmi temsilcisi konumundayız. Ve bu da tabii bizlerin Türkiye'deki, yani üniversitelerin Türkiye'deki ofisleri gibi bir işlevimiz olduğunu göstermekte. E, Benzer faaliyetlerimiz, webinarlarımız, etkinliklerimiz devam ediyor olacak ilerleyen günlerde de. İnternet sitemiz, Instagram ve Facebook sayfalarımızdan bizleri takip etmeye devam edebilirsiniz. Ee, numaralarımızdan da ofis bazlı bizlere ulaşabilirsiniz her türlü sorunuz için. Ben dediğim gibi sözü şimdi üniversite yetkilimiz Nick'e bırakıyorum. Tüm sorularınızla ilgili chat box üzerinden ya da el kaldırma butonuyla e, bizlere ulaşabilirsiniz. Sunum sonrasında hepsini yanıtlıyor olacağız sizler için. Thank you so much, Nick. It's yours now.
That's great. Thanks very much, Imran. And thanks everyone for joining us today. So I'm just going to share my screen and just going to go through a fairly brief presentation just to highlight the city, the university, and the courses, the key courses we offer that hopefully will be of interest to you. And just highlight a few areas you may think about when you're looking to study overseas. Dundee is quite different to the likes of London, which I know is very popular. But hopefully going to a smaller city would be a good option for you. But I'll talk about that very soon. So my name is Nick Andrews. I work at the University of Dundee in the international office, supporting students from all over the world. But we do get a good number of students from Turkey. I had the pleasure of being in Istanbul and Ankara just in March, visiting our key partner, BEB. So we are located in Scotland, so it is quite far north in the UK. But it is a great place to study, as well as being has a fantastic culture. It's quite unique in the UK. Really is a high level of student satisfaction at Scottish University. So the national student surveys regularly show Scottish universities perform as some of the very best in the UK. So it really is a great study option, whether you're looking to go to the likes of Edinburgh, Glasgow, or the slightly smaller cities such as Aberdeen, Dundee, or Stirling. So the city of Dundee itself, it's not a big city. Population's only 150,000 people, but it really is a student city. So around 1 in 6, 1 in 7 people are students in this city. And it really is growing as a destination. So many famous publications have started to hail Dundee as a must-visit tourist destination. But I think for me, the thing that really stands out is really a strong sense of community in Dundee. So this shows it really is an easy place to settle in as a student, or if you're looking to work in the city. So people are very friendly and really are looking to support you and give you advice. So yeah, it is a easy place to settle in, as I found myself when I moved to Dundee 5 years ago from Bristol in the southwest of the UK, and I certainly haven't regretted my decision. And for those that haven't been to the UK before, have not been to Scotland before, just highlight whereabouts Dundee is. So we are in Scotland on the northeast coast, so a beautiful location along by the River Tay. And even though we are quite far north, it is easy to get around the rest of the UK. So you can go to Edinburgh in an hour, you get to Manchester in 3 to 4 hours, and the train to London is 6 hours, or so flight is about an hour as well. So most students from Turkey would fly from Istanbul into Edinburgh, and then if you come out to the terminal at Edinburgh, you get a direct bus into the heart of Dundee city, which is very close to the campus. And I think one of the most common concerns for the students is saying, oh, so far north, it's in Scotland, it's going to be really cold. It is slightly colder than the south, but to be honest with you, I don't really notice the difference a great deal. It does get cold in the winter, but you rarely see snow. I think I've seen more snow in Ankara, for example, than I have in Dundee. So it is a nice climate, regularly getting in the mid-20s. And because we're on the East Coast, we do get a good amount of sunshine as well. Hence, we are the sunniest city in Scotland. And there's really growing a number of attractions in the city. Probably the most famous is the V&A. So it's the only Victoria and Albert Museum outside of London. So it's a stunning building along by the river, and there's close collaboration between the museum and our art and design school. So yeah, the students that come and study art and design really do spend a lot of time in the museum. So yeah, stunning location, but it's just an example of one of the growing number of attractions we have in Dundee. But it's a very green city as well. So if you're looking to go to explore the parks, but also get out to the beaches, the forest, and the world famous lochs or lakes in Scotland, it's really easy to do so. So if you like to explore nature, then Dundee and Scotland in particular are a great place to do it. Even if you don't study in Dundee or Scotland, certainly recommend trying to visit Scotland. Maybe if you're looking to study in London or Manchester, do your best, try to visit Scotland to explore it. It really is a beautiful part of the UK. And even though Dundee's not as world famous as the likes of London, I think you'd be surprised at how many things were developed in this city. So just a few examples are aspirin and postage stamps were developed in the city in the 19th century. And LCD technology, so the smartphones we all use, that was developed in the city of Dundee. And one I always like to tell students is the Grand Theft Auto video game was developed in Dundee as well. So there really is a strong computer games industry in the city, even though GTA has been sold on and it's developed elsewhere, there still remains many smaller design companies in the city of Dundee. So moving on to the university. So we are ranked highly. We're typically around top 250, top 300 globally, and around 30 or 40 ranked in the UK. We have been given a 5-star rating by the QS in all categories, So this is a nice image of the main city centre campus. So this was taken in the building actually working today. So that's the main city centre campus where most students will be socialising, studying, and even living as well. So as I said, we have a main city centre campus. So it's about a 5-minute walk away from the city centre, from the transport links, from the accommodation. Something to think about when you do study, especially in the UK, is would you prefer to study in a city centre, or would you prefer to study on a campus on the outskirts of a city where you normally have to travel into the city centre? So Dundee is the best of both worlds. So you really get a sense for being on a campus, but you're also very close to the city centre as well. So something to think about when you do study is where you would prefer. Also think about the size of the campus, the size of the city. A lot of the students like to come to Dundee because it's not a huge university. It's easier to get around and you don't get lost in a crowd like you do at the bigger universities. So it's certainly not small, around 15,000 students on campus. So yeah, lots of students you can meet from all over the world, but like I said, you don't get lost in a crowd. So we have 8 academic schools and hundreds of different courses. I won't go through all of them today, but maybe highlight a few of the most popular we see in Turkey. We have a School of Art and Design, ranked top 10 in the UK. As I said, lots of strong links regarding design in the city. And we're actually the only UNESCO City of Design in the UK. So it's a great place to study art and design courses. Within that, I should say we have architecture. So architecture, 5 years architecture degree course is located in our School of Design. School of Business, probably the most popular we have, especially in Turkey. Lots of flexible options starting in September or in January, whether you're looking to do bachelor's or master's. High level accreditation as well. So if you're looking, for example, to become an accountant, the exams you take during your degree course will offer the opportunity to get exemptions from professional bodies. So this is the courses we offer. For undergraduate, have business, economics, finance in 3 or 4 year degrees. I should say located in Scotland, our degree system is slightly different. So many of our degrees are 4 years in duration. Some students, especially if you're doing an international curriculum, you could go for year 2 entry of a 4 year degree. So if you're interested in that, please do reach out. I can give you the most up-to-date entry requirements. We also have a number of different master's courses in business. If you don't have business as a bachelor's, have the option to do a conversion master's as well. I should say one quite unique course we offer is Islamic finance. So it's not offered by many UK institutions. That's in collaboration with the Almondton College, which is very close to the main city centre campus. School of Dentistry, which is ranked #1 in the UK. So we have a 5 years dental degree course, but we also have a few popular master's courses as well. School of Humanities, Social Sciences and Law. So within that, we have education and social work, energy, environment and society. So this includes our Centre for Energy, Petroleum, Mineral Law and Policy. The North East of Scotland is very well known for the oil and gas industry. And at Dundee in particular, we're very well known in terms of energy law, but also sustainability is really growing as a subject. So if you're looking to do energy law, then Dundee is one of the best places to do it. Lots of close links with industry and consultancies, and our graduates go into work in many high-profile positions, whether that's in governments or oil and gas companies. And these are the courses that we offer within the centre. So we normally do get a few students from Turkey studying these courses each year. So it seems to be high demand in the oil and gas, but also sustainability industries. We have Department of Humanities, Department of Law, so in the top 15 of law schools in the UK. I know law remains very popular in Turkey. We have 3 years LLB, but also a number of different master's courses as well. We have psychology, both as a bachelor's, but also as a master's. We have a popular conversion master's in psychology. So if you haven't done bachelor's for psychology for bachelor's, you can still come to us to do the conversion master's, which is just 1 year in duration. School of Health Sciences, which is nursing. School of Life Sciences. So this is probably one of our academic strengths. So our research is #1 in the UK. So the work we do in biological sciences and biomedicine is better than the likes of Oxford and Cambridge. We really do have some of the best facilities, and the really world-leading academics do teach at Dundee. This is the courses we offer, so various bachelor's, but also a great number of master's courses as well. School of Medicine, which is regularly ranked in the top 5, top 10 in the UK. So we have a 5 years medicine degree course. I should say this is very competitive, so there are limited places, and this is a course, as well as dentistry, that's not available in clearing for September. Some of the master's courses we have are very popular as well, in particular human clinical embryology. It's very competitive, but we do quite often get students from Turkey applying to that course. Finally, science and engineering. So we have undergraduate degree courses in computing. We actually have some new pathways in artificial intelligence. So we really do try to meet the needs of not just the students, but also employers as well. So we're looking at what the employers want in graduates when it comes to computer science. So last year, we adapted the computing courses to make it more popular with, like I said, employers as well as the students. We have a vast number of master's courses as well. In computing, we have, again, conversion masters. So if you haven't done computing for bachelor's, you can still come to us to 1 year's master's in computing. We are very well known in terms of our employability. So we do recognize across the globe students are really looking at the graduate prospects, and our graduates go on to do fantastic things. A lot of that is due to the support that we offer. So we have a career service that do master classes, presentations, regular careers fairs, but that support is available for life. So it's not just when you're a student. Maybe in 5-10 years time, you're looking for that little bit of guidance in terms of progressing your career. You can still reach out to the experts at Dundee who can give you a few tips in terms of what you may want to do to progress. So moving on to living in Dundee, we are an affordable city. I know there's been inflation in Turkey, but also the UK the past year or two. We do remain one of the more affordable cities in the UK, about 40-50% less than living in London, and about 10-20% less than the UK average. We do have accommodation on campus. So there's just a short walk from where you'd be studying and a short walk from the city centre. Generally, it's a bit more expensive, but it does include the bills, the Wi-Fi, and insurance. But many students, especially postgraduates, may want to live off campus, where generally it's more affordable. There's lots of student support at the university. So I mentioned a career support, but also academic advisors, counselling service, health service. If you're looking for support regarding your English language skills, then there's plenty of people that are there to support you. So the tuition fees for this September, but also for January next year, are listed here. So the classroom-based courses starting at £21,900 per year. So that's the likes of business, law, energy law, the lab-based courses of biomedicine, computing generally are higher. We do have some good scholarships for this coming academic year. So global excellence, so if you have a high GPA, you could get £5,000 per year of study. If you don't have those high academic grades, you can still apply for one of our global citizen scholarships. So for this, you need to apply to the university, then you need to apply for the scholarship, but that is £4,000 per year. So if you are interested, then please do reach out to me or to my colleagues at BEB, and we can give you more details in terms of making sure you have a good opportunity to obtain the scholarship. But I've added a link there, so please do have a look on the website as well. So really some good opportunities to get a scholarship or partial scholarship when you come to Dundee. So these are available for 24-25, and hopefully they'll be available for September 25 as well. But things will change, so keep in contact with myself, with BEB. We can make sure the most up-to-date opportunities are there for you. Finally, we do have some fantastic alumni. So I do recommend trying to reach out to them if possible. If you are looking to speak to one of our alumnus, maybe from Turkey, who graduated from the university, who's gone on to do great things, I'm sure we can connect you. They are a really great resource in terms of trying to find out maybe your the route you want to take, not just in terms of your studies, but your career path as well. So yeah, please do connect. LinkedIn is also a great resource if you are looking to connect to our graduates as well as the university. So that's it from myself. I'm not sure if there's been any questions come in, but I'm happy to answer any there are. Also happy to connect after today if you want to have a chat. I'm also happy to connect you with an academic. Our academics are really open to supporting potential students, so I'm happy to help as much as possible.
So thanks so much, Nick, for the information and presentation you made. We already have one question, but I can make a reminder of asking questions. Merak ettiğiniz tüm soruları daha önce de belirtmiş olduğumuz gibi chat box üzerinden ya da el kaldırma butonuyla bizlerle paylaşabilirsiniz. The first question is, can someone who wants to study for a master's degree but is still studying for an undergraduate degree apply early before graduation?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So you would make conditional offers. You can still apply for September 24 entry. So the deadline is the end of July to make an application, and you need to meet the conditions by the 7th of August. So yeah, I know it's very close to September, so it might be too soon for many students, but we do have options for business, law, computing for January. So yeah, still plenty of time to apply. Maybe the students haven't graduated or have the IELTS necessary yet, so they can submit those documents later.
Thank you. The second question is, what are the PhD opportunities in the field of mathematics? And would that be possible to get the scholarship? And what's the GPA requirement for both like PhD and scholarship?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of the scholarships for PhDs, I'm afraid there's very few opportunities available. I'd have to double check what's offered within that department. So maybe I need to follow up after today's session. Typically, we're looking for an IELTS of 6, but we do accept other English language qualifications, so Pearson's PTE and TOEFL. but I'm afraid, yeah, in terms of scholarships, it can be very difficult. So there's one or two full funding opportunities, but yeah, it is quite uncommon, I'm afraid.
Thank you. Following question is Sir Nick. First of all, thank you very much for your productive presentation. The question is, do the scholarships you mentioned in the presentation also apply for PhD programs? A similar question. Which exams do you accept for language for PhD applications? Like, there are a couple of questions in this one. Maybe we can go through one by one. The first one is the scholarships for PhD program.
So unfortunately, the scholarships I mentioned are only for taught courses, so for bachelor's or master's. In terms of funding for the PhD, I think that'll be dependent on the school and what they offer. I'm not familiar with anything in terms of psychology, but I can double check and follow up after today. We do accept IELTS, and just let me try to find out what the requirement is. But like I said, I think it's a 6.0. Okay, and that was for psychology, is that correct?
I think education. Do you have PhD programs for faculties of education?
Okay. We do. Could be cross
Psychology
between
would
education.
be fine as well.
Yeah. So psychology. The fees are £21,900 per year, and in terms of IELTS. Sorry, it's a 6.5 overall, but we do accept 5.5 in the bands. So it's just the overall that is quite high, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm happy to connect the students with an academic who could maybe highlight the opportunities available for research in the department.
So following question is, thanks for this enjoyable and informative presentation. My question is about the laboratories and research centers for engineering departments. For which disciplines are there laboratories?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of engineering, we offer civil engineering, biomedical engineering, mechanical and industrial. And we also have a research center for forensic science as well.
Thank you very much. We can wait for further couple of minutes.
Okay, I'll just put a link into the chat box just to highlight, because there's a lot of detail there I wouldn't want to go through today, but just in terms of the research that's done in engineering school. So yeah, obviously any further questions after today, I'm happy to help regarding that.
I think also it would be good to mention about the clearing applications as well, which is open now for
yeah,
undergraduate students.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, we're open in clearing now. So open until well into August. I think the only courses for international students not available would be medicine and dentistry. But yeah, we do welcome applications now for students looking to go through clearing. As I said, most of the courses would be 4 years in duration. So a little bit similar to the US system, but we do have some courses where students can go for year 2 entry. And
And
again,
the
I'll just-
applications for postgraduate, departments courses are also open, right?
That's right, yeah. For the Masters, we're open now, and the deadline's the end of July, so we still have a couple of weeks left for applications for a Masters. The latest CAS date is the end of August, so I'm afraid we won't be able to show any flexibility on that, but obviously the sooner students apply and then pay a deposit, the better. So if students do apply to us, we do need a £5,000 deposit to confirm your place to then release the CAS for your visa.
Thank you very much. These are all questions so far. We can wait for a couple of more seconds.
Just put my email into the chat box so people can reach out to me directly if needed.
I think there's one in Dundee section. Could you check?
Yeah, well spotted. Just checking you're paying attention. So we don't have a spring semester for our bachelor's or master's. If you're looking for a PhD, you can apply now for spring 25, but the main intake will be September or January. So at the moment, for a taught course, you can apply now for September and January 24-25.
Okay, thank you very much once again for all the information. We, I think, covered all of the questions now, and yeah, it was really informative and useful, I think, and we hope to see you soon again.
Great,
Turkey.
thank you. Thanks very much, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon. And yeah, thanks a lot. And any further questions, please do let me know.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Take care.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.